Yo, big truck gang, what's going on with y'all, man? I hope everybody doing good. I hope y'all safe out there. I hope by the time y'all see this, y'all chilling. Y'all got y'all one in y'all hand. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Got you one roll. If not, I hope you just chilling, enjoying your time, man. Uh, hey yo, shouts out to Nadia, man. Hey, yo, what's up, gang? Hey. I ain't read the rest of your comments yet and check and see if you hit me up or not, man. But hey, shouts out to you. You cool as fuck though. Hey y'all go check her out, man. That's the if y'all ain't watched that video, it's the girl in the video with the girls that was in the complex, man. He was banging on the door. Y'all go check that out, man. Shouts out to her. She's a new creator too, so y'all go sub to her, man. Y'all go check her out. I don't know what she gonna be putting out, but she just starting, so y'all go show love. Anyway, without further ado, man, hey, let's get into it, man. Hey, I'm live tonight. Fuck it.
On the 3rd of May, 2017, Tanya Tripp would go on Facebook Live with her pastor, Angela C. Harden, in Augusta, Georgia. Tanya's daughter, Latiana Janelle Carwell, and her husband, Latiana's stepfather, Leon Tripp, had left the family home at around 1:30 a.m. on April 17th, 2017.
I don't seem like
And
my
between that
headphones
date
turned
and
on.
the date of the live, the pair were
Turn me
reported
up,
missing.
kid.
No one knew where they were.
Because my daughter has never, ever been away from me this long, a period of time without no call, text, or anything. And I need my baby home at the almost 15 days ago. That's how important it is. So if y'all see her or know her whereabouts, please call the Richmond County Sheriff Department at 706-821-1080.
Born April 17th, 2001, Latiana Janelle Carwell, known simply as Janelle by family and friends, had the world at her feet. Not much is known about her early life. When News Channel 6 had approached students and teachers for personal information about her, the school district wouldn't allow them to speak with said people. But what we can say for certain is that Janelle was an honor student. She did better than most at T.W. Josie Comprehensive High School, having aspirations of either studying to become a doctor later on in life or working towards a law degree. Although News Channel 6 didn't manage to speak to the vast majority of people, one teacher did come forward to tell Janelle's school story and gave praise on how academically inclined she was. Teacher Laurie Miles describing the young girl as sitting at the front of the class for every lesson, making sure she got her work done, but she wasn't the shy, introverted type either, having many friends both in and out of school. In the months leading up to the Easter weekend of 2017, reports emerged that Janelle hadn't been her usual self. Although she still got on with work, she started to slightly slack off, opting to sit at the back of the class, generally associated with the more badly behaved children within T.W. Josie. Teachers began to pick up on this behaviour and questioned the change, but ultimately couldn't figure out exactly what was going on with her. After all, when teachers prompted her to sit at the front of the class so she could give her 100% attention, she had no issues in doing so. In fact, nearly 6 years on, in March of 2023, it's still unclear as to why Janelle's behaviour switched in the few months leading up to that Easter weekend in 2017. That, coupled with the fact that she would disappear at the height of the abnormality, left everyone at that moment scratching their heads. But maybe, just maybe, there was something going on with Janelle, something perhaps going on at home, prompting this change. Enters Leon Tripp. Now, just before we continue, I must note that I'm not stating Leon Tripp is the sole contributor to Janelle's
so-called
behaviour
boyfriend
change
or
at
something,
all, rather
or the
just
mama
an
or something.
unconfirmed theory that may be confirmed at a later date. Many close to the story and those who have researched the case point to Leon as being the main reason why Janelle's behaviour had switched. If we rewind the clock back to 2011, and then Tanya Carwell rekindled with her teenage sweetheart, Leon Tripp. That's if we're to believe Tanya's story anyway. Tanya's Tanya's brother, on the other hand, said he was unsure of how true the story was, as they spent much of their childhood over in Texas, somewhere Leon had no connections to. Whether you believe her or not, by 2011, the pair had been in regular contact and had even married, but he wasn't introduced to the family straight away. Now, some of you may be sitting there confused. If they're married, then how wasn't he introduced to everyone? Well, you see, there was just the small detail of Leon being in jail at the time of marriage, and no, it wasn't for any petty crime.
Hey, yo,
Taking a
hey, y'all, bro. Hey, can y'all answer me this on some real, shit? I'm talking, hey, ladies, I'm talking to y'all, man. Y'all watching this shit. And older, cause I ain't talking about younger. I'm not talking about my generation and down. I'm talking about older. Why y'all so fascinated with these niggas that's coming out of this jailhouse and these prisons? I just want to know, cause I know. Check this out, right? I know women that's what they next boyfriend be, like on some real shit, and I that shit kind of sus to me, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey. I'm just saying, man, nigga that keep going back to goddamn prison and jail, and hey, you goddamn, bruh, I got so many choice of words and so many questions for this shit, you know what I'm saying? But let's just get to the start of the question. Why? Can y'all tell me why? If y'all can tell me why y'all dropping it. Cause, hey, look, and I'm gonna be on some real street. I'm gonna say this to my real street niggas, for real, my real street people. Hey, yo, I'm not talking to y'all, the ones that handle their business. I'm talking about these clowns that go back and forth and be all on all this such shit and don't be getting no money for real. That's what I'm talking to. You feel me? Yeah, that's what I'm talking to. But anyway, y'all drop below and let me know.
Look over his rap sheet, it's clear to see he was a violent offender. Stalking, various gun charges, armed robbery, burglary, and cruelty to children are just some of the offences listed as a part of.
Cause I'm starting to look at these women a little bit strange, dog. I'm just saying.
So why Janelle would even think it would be a good idea to try and settle down with a character as such, especially having children of her own, is mind-boggling. Leon's ex-wife, Makeda Kay, had even warned Tanya before she married him, telling her if you did know him as a teen, if that was true, he wasn't that same person he once was. We was married from 2003 to 2009. I met Leon in 2000. We have 2 girls together. Those are the only children he had. Tanya met him in prison and she was fully warned. I was cyberstalked while he was in jail until 2013. Leon had many charges from our incidents. All of the cases you see online are from our marriage. Talking of his eventual release in 2015, she had this to say: I mailed letters to the parole to prevent his release, but I was ignored. On the 14th of April 2017, a party was thrown in one of Janelle's classes at school. A fellow student was about to move. Janelle was said to have been in high spirits, enjoying the party,
you gotta work on your dancing a little bit, baby girl. You
got
it though.
Future, she was going to move as well, hinting that the class do the same for her when it was her time to go. However, there isn't any evidence to suggest that the family were going to relocate at that moment anyway. That isn't to say Janelle wasn't telling the truth. You see, she wasn't really known for just making up random situations. What we can say though is that this would be a sad case of foreshadowing. Following the party, the celebrations continued over the weekend. As you know, it had been Easter. The Monday was Janelle's 16th birthday, so this one was going to be extra special. A cookout was held at her home address, and people who attended say once again she was in a great mood. She'd been socializing with family and friends. But that, ladies and gentlemen, would be the last time anyone would see her alive. So, what happened? Well, we're going to have to use the timeline of events that Tanya has given. As of March 2023, no one has contested the timeline, but that isn't to say that the timeline is true. We don't have any updated information, so we're going to have to go off that. At around 1:30 AM, it's said that Leon received a call from a friend, Maurice, claiming that he'd broke down in Clarks Hill, a rough 25-mile drive away. However, Tanya stated that she didn't realize that Janelle had originally left Confused, she called Leon at around 2 a.m. to ask why he took Janelle along with him. But before she could finish her sentence, Leon explained that he didn't know how to use the GPS system on the cell phone and needed her assistance. Thinking nothing of it, Tanya went to sleep. But as the day swung around, the pair hadn't returned, and as day turned to night, there was still no sign of them, so Tanya called for 911. With whispers in the community about the pair potentially leaving to start a new life together, the public ate the story up. However, the truth was much darker. In the background, police had been receiving various tip-offs from members of the public over in Atlanta, Georgia, a whole 145 miles away. Further leads came in the form of surveillance footage which had been taken on the 21st of April 2017 at the Stop and Shop grocery store on Lee Street. Leon was by himself.
A stop and go.
Janelle? On day 8 into the investigation, Tanya's white pickup the pair had left in was found around a mile from her home on Old McDuffie Road. But if at least Leon was in Atlanta, why was the car so close to home? And again, where was Janelle? Taking all of the information that was currently in circulation, it wasn't hard to see why police put a warrant out for Leon's arrest. He was now a wanted man on kidnapping charges. The police thought he kidnapped her.
6.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Brad.
This is crazy.
And I'm Jenny Montgomery. An Augusta teenager is still missing after more than 2 weeks, and investigators believe she was kidnapped by her stepfather. But her mother says that is not the case. News Channel 6's Renetta Dubose has been following this story. She joins us now live in the newsroom. And Renetta, you sat down today with the mother.
I did, Jenny. This case may have been upgraded to kidnapping, but Latanya Carwell's mother is sticking to her story. Her husband took their daughter in the middle of the night to help a friend.
In my heart and mind, I feel like...
Wait. Did I miss something? Yeah, I missed something. Ain't no way this lady just told these people that her man took her kid in the middle of the night, which is like 12 o'clock, right? To go help a friend, and you did not ride with this man to go take your child to this friend? What do you mean by that?
This Augusta stepfather went from missing with his stepdaughter to being her accused kidnapper.
These kids go with their dad all the time. So you mean to tell me every time they go
That's
somewhere
not
with him,
her
it's
daddy,
kidnapping?
though.
Just because I didn't know it the second that he left with her?
But Tanya Tripp isn't buying this turn in the investigation. She says her husband, Leon Tripp, needed Latanya Janelle Carwell's tech-savvy skills to operate cell phone GPS to help a friend with car trouble in South Carolina. The door slammed, and the two took off in the family truck, later found less than a mile from their home on Old McDuffie Road. Tripp says the days leading up to the incident during the early morning hours of April 17th were normal.
We was going to celebrate her birthday when she came home from school and stuff. And she was like, no, I just want you to cook me some fried chicken and macaroni, Mom. That's all I want.
Investigators say Leon Tripp was spotted at a Stop and Shop grocery in Atlanta 4 days after he left his Augusta home. Janelle was not with him, though it's believed both are in Atlanta. As national media reports the story, some believe the father and daughter had a relationship.
Really? He married to all this prettiness and he gonna run away with our daughter? Come on now. That's stupid.
Hey, let's go, man.
A
Let's
tipster
go.
contacted the Carwell family stating they saw Janelle just 2 days.
This shit's
after
crazy,
she
dog.
left
I'm all
with
over the
her
place
father.
right now.
They said they saw
This is
her
crazy.
here in Clearwater, South Carolina, off Belvedere Clearwater Road.
We got a
between
whole
Hampton
lot of
Drive
delusional
and
shit going
Irene
on.
Street. It was about 1:30 in the morning, and she was wearing a backpack. But when they asked Janelle if she needed a ride, she said no, because she needed to meet someone. Tripp's lengthy criminal history stretches back to 2001 in various Georgia counties. His charges include cruelty to children, armed robbery, aggravated assault, and battery.
This nigga got a
Tanya
goddamn
stood by
lifty
Leon.
goddamn
After all,
report
she
on
did
him, man.
describe that in her heart and mind, she felt like there was nothing
A
sinister
lifty
going on.
criminal
What she didn't
background.
realize was that there would be public backlash after doing
This
that
nigga's a
interview
criminal.
that you just saw a moment ago. And people had even started to suspect that she wasn't telling the truth. After people voiced their concerns, Tanya went on Facebook Live with Pastor Angela C. Harden to clear up her side of the story and to put out a further appeal for Janelle's whereabouts.
I'm here with I'm here with her mother. Let me put the picture up on the young lady, Latanya Caldwell, who is missing. Let me turn this around. I want y'all to see her. And
Then you think you should knew the lady name before you went there? This is crazy, y'all. This shit is all over the place.
And she's missing.
These folks got to be kidding me.
They were last seen leaving her mom's home here, and we're doing all we can to get the word out. She's been missing now for how long? 3 weeks?
15 days.
Huh?
15 days.
15 days. She left home with this man here, which is her. Okay, I'm kind of losing connection, so you all bear with me.
Yeah, we can
the
see
devil
what
is
that
a liar.
goddamn.
But that's her. Here's another picture of her. 16 years old.
Hey, would y'all believe? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Would y'all believe? Hey, I had that phone for real, for real.
We need as many people as possible to repost. We're gonna get it out as much as we can. We want her to come home. We were told that she was could be in the
That's the
in
little,
the
that's the
Atlanta
that's the
area.
little LG
And we need everybody to be on the
what them shits
lookout
called,
for
ETs
her,
or TEs
her
or some shit like that.
stepdad. We were even told he was seen there on Lee Street, I believe, in Atlanta. So he's been spotted. We want to know where she is, and that's why we're coming to you guys. And we know the power of social media. And I'm here with her mom. So, Mom, you let me turn it around right quick. Again, I'm here with her mother, and Mom.
Hey, I will tell y'all some real shit. I don't care what nobody say. Hardest Android alive, bro. A Note 3 and under, and an LG Stylo, no cap.
Sit here with you. This is her
Straight
mother, Tanya. Tanya Tripp. Tanya, I know it's a little difficult, but would you just kind of share with our audience how important this is and how bad you want your baby to come home?
Yes, it's the utmost important because my daughter has never, ever been away from me this long, a period of time without no call, text, or anything. And I need my baby home at the utmost 15 days ago. That's how important it is. So if y'all see her or know her whereabouts, please.
She look like she just tired of lying. She full of shit, man.
It's
This lady full of
706
shit, man.
821-1080.
I ain't gonna lie. This
That's
lady,
her mom.
yeah, this
Now,
lady
she
had her
went
own
missing,
dealings with
I
her
don't know
own
if you wanna
child.
go
She
back
sad as
to,
hell.
exactly what happened or how this happened, but how did she end up leaving? I know a lot of people are saying different things,
Right.
and you might want to just expel some of those rumors and deal with that. You can do that at this time if you like to, because a lot of times we have our preconception of what happened, or we kind of think about where this must was going on or that was going on.
We
want to put a rest
Lady,
on all
you
of
about
that.
to piss me
What's
off.
important is that she come home.
We trying to
That's
get to
what's
the point.
important. But
You
anything
doing
you
too
want to
much talking.
share pertaining to
You faking too.
what happened or what could have
You
happened
about to
here.
piss me off.
Okay, so on the 16th, which was Easter, we had a cookout, and I was helping out with them with the cookout. And I do have cancer. I have brain cancer, and I have lung cancer. And I was inhaling too much.
Well, we knew that
smoke,
fucking
so
5-10
I
minutes
go
ago in the
down,
video
lay down. So
that
I
she's a bullshitter.
because I couldn't breathe. And shortly after that, she was out there helping him finish cooking or what have you. They all ate and everything, but I didn't eat at that time. Later on, that's when I said about 1:30, he came in the house after all that was over. He came in and he said, "Babe, I need to use your phone. I need to look up something," is what he said. So I just gave him my phone and rolled back over and laid down. And shortly after that, I heard his truck crank up. And then I heard after that, the back door slam. My baby girl, shortly after that, when they left, came in and told me that, you know, she had left or whatever. Janelle's gone is what she said. And I said, gone where? And she said, I don't know. So I goes through the house calling for her, nothing. And I immediately go into mommy mode. I called my husband because I knew he had my phone. And first thing he said was, baby, I'm sorry. He said, I got Janelle. He said, I got her to ride along with me because I didn't want to bother you because you were sick. He said, I was going to ask you, but you were sick, but I didn't want to bother you. And he said, I asked her to ride with me to help with the GPS because he is not no technology person. He's not. And my daughter is good at that
this
kind
lady
of stuff,
pissed
so
me
that's
off.
why he
I ain't
asked her
gonna
since
lie,
I
dog.
wasn't able to go.
She right,
And
baby.
she
Fucking
went with
mad
him
as
to
fuck.
help her dad with that. He told me, he said,
I don't like
Maurice
her
is stuck
energy.
on
She
side the
lying
road.
too
He
much. She
said,
done
I'm trying to
said
help him.
10 different lies
I
in
said,
this
okay.
one
And
fucking
he
statement,
said,
bro. This shit sick.
I told him, I said, well, is you going to follow him all the way home? He said,
Cause you a weird
no. He
motherfucker.
said, when we get back in Augusta, he said he going to go his way. I'm going to go mine. I said, okay. I said, well, babe, call me and let me know y'all on your way or what have you. He said, okay, I will. And 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock, I'm calling, texting, nothing. And that's one thing they not going to do is ignore my call when they see me calling at all. They not. Especially her. If she see me calling, she's going to answer that phone. If he's same thing with him, regardless of what he doing, he's going to stop. He going to answer me and go back to wherever he's doing. So it's crazy for them not to answer the phone or what have you. And all this craziness about they ran off to be together and stuff, no, it's no truth in none of that. That's her dad. That's his daughter. That's it. I'm his wife, not her. So all that craziness, it's no happening to that.
Okay. And you want her home?
I need my baby home, like 15 days ago type home, because she has never been away from me this long. And I know she's going out of her mind trying to find me or trying to get home. So, yes, I need my baby home.
This is crazy.
I do.
So you making a plea?
She fucked up my energy, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
Please, if you see her,
I need what my
call the
goddamn dope.
authorities so they can do
I
their
need to
job
roll
to
up.
get her
This
home,
is
because every
this is
law
where she pissing me
enforcement
off. She
agency
about to
around
make me
this
call her a
world know
bitch.
about this case. So yeah, please, if you see her, just call 911, please.
Cause she capping like hell.
It wasn't
You
just the
tell she
public watching
faking
these
like a
interviews
motherfucker.
and that Facebook Live, though. Detectives were
Y'all
watching
Pete,
as
y'all
well,
seen her
and they were
look too.
quick to
Look
notice
at
the
then y'all go back, y'all watch. She
inconsistencies
gonna look
in
at the
Tanya's
girl.
story.
She gonna look at the
However,
woman
that
like,
wasn't enough to go off.
all right, I'm
although
done
she
faking.
was somewhat a person of interest, Leon
Crazy,
was their
man.
main man. Working
What am I
on
reading?
intel, the U.S.
Fuck all
Marshal would
this
track
shit.
Leon down to a U-Haul
Man, it pissed me
facility in
off.
DeKalb County on May 23rd, 2017. As
That's why I
they
take out
closed
my
in,
shiesty
they
hoodie, y'all. Hold on.
noticed he wasn't by himself. He was with a woman. That woman, none other than Tanya. They would both go on to be arrested at the scene and charged in relation with the disappearance. Asked why she was with Leon, Tanya explained that she'd been in the process of moving to Atlanta and used a U-Haul truck to move some items around. As she was returning the vehicle some days later, she stumbled across him and confronted him about where Janelle was. According to Tanya, Leon stated that they had run out of gas, so they walked to the gas station. Their phones had been stolen from the truck in the process, that's why no one could get hold of them. For some bizarre reason, they then headed over to Atlanta, and Janelle was dropped at a train station where she was supposed to go back home. To no surprise, the police didn't buy the story, and as you're aware, both Tanya and Leon were charged in relation to the missing persons investigation. A couple of weeks on from the initial charges, and there was still no sign of Janelle, the pair kept their lips sealed. They weren't giving up any information, leading investigators to believe something more darker had taken place. And so, murder charges were then placed against the pair.
Hey everybody, I'm Brad Means.
I'm Jenny Montgomery. Thank you for joining us tonight.
We do appreciate it. As coverage you can count on continues with the investigation into the death of LaTanya Janelle Carwell. Here we are now just a few days after law enforcement found her body, the identification coming just yesterday. News Channel 6's Renata Dubose joining us live on Golden Camp Road, where a prayer vigil is underway
Boy, I
near
tell
the
y'all,
site
hey,
where that child's body
boy,
was
I
found.
tell y'all, let me
Renata?
tell y'all something. I told y'all now, I done lived in the A for about 5 years. Boy, hey, listen here. Boy, it go down in the A. Hey, I think about doing some story times too, man. I think I'm gonna kick off like once we start, taking off and we, you know, we really start, you know, doing our thing, man, we probably gonna do a story time, man. We go live and, you know what I'm saying, we chat, we'll do our thing and shit. But man, listen here. Boy, the 8 is a crazy motherfucking place, bruh. Now, hey, listen, everybody, everywhere is a crazy place, you know. So they got some crazy shit that go on everywhere. But Atlanta, Georgia itself, bro, Georgia is a wild motherfucking state. You hear me? For real.
That's right, Brad. And you know, as people reflect on this case and think about it from the past year, there are still so many questions left unanswered. Now, the sheriff did talk about a lot of details of the case today, but we will still need to wait to get answers when the autopsy returns.
Just under a year on from her disappearance in March of 2018, police were called to the 2200 block of Golden Camp Road in Augusta to report that human remains were found in a shallow grave. Further analysis of the bones proved that Janelle had finally been found. And that was all thanks to the person living at the address. Don't think this was Tanya and Leon having a change of heart. And so it looked then as if detectives had all they needed to put a strong case forward against the pair in 2 separate trials. But this isn't where the story ends. You see, in 2020, reports had emerged that further charges were being placed against Tanya and Leon after the DA collected evidence which suggested that they tried to hire a hitman on 3 separate occasions to take Janelle out. The first 2 times were between September and December of 2015, the third time in October of 2016. As you know, months on, she would be reported missing and then was found dead. So where does that leave us today? Well, we're not really any closer to a trial date as of yet for both of them. With COVID pushbacks, new evidence coming to light, and various legal technicalities, such as the most recent one in November of 2022.
Y'all, ain't no motherfucking way this lady killed her own child, bruh. What was your reason, bruh? What was your motherfucking reason behind this? I gotta know, bro. This shit eating me. This is
Leon's
crazy.
legal team was trying to get
This
the
is
case
the
thrown out.
wildest shit
I'm
to me.
unsure of when Janelle will finally get some justice. But when that time comes, it's looking likely that for at least Leon, he'll be facing the death penalty. Until then,
And as he
more in-depth
motherfucking
details
should.
about
This
the
nigga a
case are
clown,
being
bro.
kept under wraps until further notice.
Bro, they're clowns, bro. And bro, if anybody else watches this and y'all know the full story behind this and y'all know where we can find the story, man, y'all drop a clue, man. We'll do another video on this, man, cause that shit is sick, bro. I'm talking about who in their right mind would kill their own, would want to take out their own child. Was it cause of him? Man, y'all gotta come on with this shit, man. This shit wild.